Hi Arnold fam, welcome back to this channel.
If you guys are new here, smash the subscribe button down below.
Don't forget to hit that notification bell because we post 3 videos every single week. It's Friday. We're trying to get the kids ready. Lillian and Grandmama's on the phone. Lillian and Mima are going to go on a date right now. So I'm trying to get Lily ready for that. Josiah is about to go on a nap. Look at his hair. So I gotta get Lily's hair done, Josiah's hair done.
And Grandmama, here you go.
Lily got Grandmama ice cream. So we're just having a nice kid day.
That was so delicious.
You want another one?
Yes,
Lily's
please.
getting Grandmama one of her ice cream bookmarks.
Rainbowy, deliciously looking one. I can't wait to eat it.
She's like really gonna like that.
You want
this one with the orange in it?
Ooh, yummy. I love orange popsicles.
Just say it. Lillian and Mima are gonna go grab some ice cream together. Baby, the faster you take to get your hair done, baby, the longer it's gonna take to go on your date with Mima. Just say we're gonna have to go on our own date. Boo boo, yo hell. He's so good. Look at him.
He's munching on his grapes.
Mackin' and
His cut grapes. We're not giving him all grapes.
Mommy, are you done with my hair?
Not yet. Let me do this real quick because Daddy could take Josiah to the park. He's sitting so nicely.
He is.
How did Mima look, Lily? Oh, that's a good reaction.
That's beautiful for her.
You guys are excited? You're gonna go on your date? Mima's gonna vlog the whole day. I'm just kidding.
Lillian and I made a list and we're checking it off. We got dressed, then we're gonna eat lunch, get in the car, and then we're gonna go get us some ice cream, and then we're gonna eat our ice cream. And today is March 18th.
You guys have a good organized day.
Yeah, and then we decorated the back with what we're gonna do.
Yum.
Get ice cream.
You excited, Lily? Let's go on a date with Mima.
Excited. Our first official date.
Alright, so I finished Lillian's hair and her outfit. Now her and Mima are eating their lunch.
I'm having chicken Caesar salad.
Aw, I love it, Lillian. You guys are so beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so Lillian is enjoying her salad. Is it yummy? Got your water. Alright, so I'm gonna finish putting my stuff on. They are so cute. Mima's leaving today, so Lillian's taking full advantage of her before she goes. And then we're trying to get Josiah's energy down, so we took him to the park. Well, Lucas did while I fixed my face. Josiah's trying to figure out what he wants. That's sriracha mayo. Sriracha mayo?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you excited to find food?
I love you.
Did you have fun together?
Love you.
Love you too.
Did you have fun on your date with Mima? Yeah.
Oh, that's what Mima's like. It's always sad when they say goodbye. But Mima will be back soon, huh, Lily?
I will.
Hi, Arnold fam.
Alright, so Josiah is sleeping. I took out my hair, fun fact. So we want to be as quick as possible of what happened today. Alright, so today was such a frustrating day. It was a good day for Lily and her health and Mima coming over, but like dealing with the MRI and everything was so frustrating. But before we get started on that, Lily, how are you feeling?
Good.
You feeling better? You know a lot of people in the whole world were praying for you.
Thank you for praying for me.
Aww. Alright, so as you guys know, we were supposed to have the MRI today. The MRI did not happen. We'll start from this morning. Or even yesterday, guys. So yesterday we contacted them, just making sure like, does she need to eat? You know, making sure to get the protocols for the MRI. When we called them, they're like, oh, she ain't getting an MRI. We're like, literally, we scheduled for the MRI. Yes. What are you talking about? She goes, they don't do an MRI here. So we're like, can we talk to the neurologist? And the lady was cutting out. She's like, oh, well, if you call him, he not gonna call you back. So we're just like, whatever. So we end up hanging up, calling the hospital, asking like, what's up? They said, call him back. So we called them back and we ended up getting evening hours. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll just give him your number. Yeah. He'll call you within 30 minutes. We're like,
was that so difficult? Like,
right. So then he called and he was like, we could still have the appointment tomorrow at 8. Right. We could tell health instead, don't bring, because we're gonna have to bring her 40 minutes away. So I'm like, okay, that's perfect. So we're gonna go to the appointment and we're gonna figure out authorization and everything. Cool. So we call it 8:20 today. Is he want to call? Like, we should have been the first patients. Like, I would have said it was 12 o'clock, you know, running behind. Yeah. And she goes, he doesn't do telehealth for first time clients.
Yeah. We talked to him on the phone. So they obviously don't communicate with each other. We talked to him in person, and he said he's gonna do telehealth.
So she was like, okay, so I will let him know when he gets in at 9:30. Ma'am, our appointment was at 8 o'clock, so what if we drove down for 8 o'clock?
Right.
We had to wait till 9:30 to see him? Right, Lily?
That's how we felt.
So he explains everything to us. He pulls up the file, and he goes, yes, she has the left temporal lobe, and he was explaining everything to us. You could tell
You're not telling them the story.
You tell him the story, girl. Go ahead, girl.
So, like, one day, I, like, bumped my head on the, like, wheel. Because Daddy was, like, had a bump. Because he was going over bumps. And, like, one just bumped me, and I bumped the back of my head. A couple days later, I passed out and I had a seizure.
That's true. He did.
That's the story.
He was explaining that the left temporal lobe is not working properly. He doesn't know why it's not working properly, like I explained earlier.
Right.
And he's like, I'm like, okay, so what are the possibilities for an MRI? He's like, pretty much like tumor, lesions. It could just be dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, different things.
Right.
Something in my head, like, you dragging your feet for what now?
Right.
He's essentially saying that if this was happening to people our age, it would be really, really bad, because like our brain is not as placid. And so, but when the kids are her age, you know, the other, you know, parts of the brain will take over and essentially help that side. Cool. Essentially now we just got to figure out why it's happening and make sure it's not like a surgical reason or like a progressive reason. And he said, I'm confident that, you know, it's not the extreme route. At this point, I'm holding on to those words. I am, because this whole thing is gonna stress me out till I'm dead. I'm just holding on to God's grace and knowing, because she's acting really, really good and really well. So what he wants to do, order EEG for home and actually have it, because he said in the hospital bed, it's just like, you know. So he wants to do it where she's in her natural environment and have it all day. I don't know how long, maybe one day.
Could be a couple days.
Could a couple days. Yeah. Cool. So we're like, he's like, okay, so what I need to do is I'm gonna contact your insurance and we're gonna get authorization. And then he said, I know somebody in the hospital, I'll get you in right away. Cool.
Right. Like, what's that, 3:55, like 5 minutes before their office closes?
He gonna say, oh, your insurance denied it.
Right.
I don't think he realized with our insurance guy, like, we're so close to them.
So we have like a personal insurance guy that sets us, like, he is the best insurance guy ever. Like, I'll like call him on the phone and he's on the phone like with the like insurance officials like within a second. So
if you need private insurance, guys,
right, yeah.
I already hooked up with a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
DM me on Instagram. He is amazing.
Man, this guy, like,
hopefully not too many of you guys DM me, because he's like on a personal level. Like, we text him, he texts us. Like, it's like real personal. So we messaged him and he's amazing. He was right away on it. Like, literally, we're like, yo, the neurologist is saying this. He's like, what? Let me call him right now. Yeah. And so he called him up and he's like, he never contacted us.
Yeah. So I guess what they did was what it appears is that they electronically put the order in, like, for the MRI. For whatever reason, it got denied.
On the paper. Right. Because electronically, and it bounced back. Right. It said, hey, call us if this was incorrect.
I'm guessing is because, like, so the hospital, like the second hospitalization, which, like, when she was inpatient and all those tests, they haven't been billed yet. So the insurance doesn't know she was in the hospital again. She had neurological testing. They don't know any of that. So I'm guessing that's why the insurance company was kind of just like, they just randomly want to order an MRI. Like, no, we're not paying for that. Right. So they don't know the whole story. But he said, like, my office was working diligently on it all day.
All day?
Right.
No, our guy was like, that man.
There's nothing in there's nothing in the record.
I think he tried to backtrack, did he? Or no, he stuck by his word.
No, he said they did. So my insurance guy says that I bet you they were like on hold or called and like didn't get through and just hung up and like kind of gave up and said, oh, like, you guys need to call them.
Yeah, because he told us we needed to handle it. Right. He told us we needed to handle it. Right. What is the patient going to do?
Yeah, like, what am I going to say? I'm sure there's something you can do, but like, I don't know. But that's where the frustration was. So we spent hours today on the phone, back and forth. Thank you, baby. You're perfect too. We did get to talk to the neurologist again. Now that like things have, I would say, quote unquote, calmed down, like we able to have time to think, write down questions.
Whoever would like to eat this grape?
Raise your hand.
It's a cotton candy grape.
Comment below.
It tastes like candy.
If you want to eat this grape.
But it was nice. It was nice we got to talk to him. We got to clear up a lot of our questions. You know, talking about just like what do we look.
my grapevine.
Now we have grapes instead of
How
blueberries.
do I look?
Good thing about talking with him, it did calm us down.
Yeah.
It calmed me down because I was having barely any sleep.
Yeah.
It made me prepared, like if it ever happens again. He's like, it happened today, tomorrow, next year, 5 years, 7 years, never. He's like, we just don't know.
Right.
And to make sure, look up for those focal seizures with lip smacking, arm raising.
Right arm, yeah.
And I told him what, like, it was funny enough, a lot of you guys commented, girl, put your arm down. A lot of you guys commented, like, it's so funny. You guys were saying that the teacher was complaining of daydreaming and stuff like that. So, and if it does happen again, I know, like, because the biggest freak out was the fact that first time it ever happened, she never had it before. She hit her head. So I'm thinking, like, it's a massive brain bleed. You know what I'm saying? So now we know it's, okay, there's her left temporal lobe, something's going on.
Yeah.
So it's going to cause seizure. So if we see a seizure, we know what it is. He gave us also one for school. So make sure and educate them, let them know, let the teachers know. And so in that way, and he said, like, if he thought it was like a life or death, he would have had it in a hospital right now.
Yeah.
So that calmed me down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a calming talk. It was nice to talk to him. It's still frustrating, like, having to deal with, like, the back and forth and trying to, like, we need to contact insurance. You know, you need to contact them. He was talking about if insurance doesn't cover it, it's gonna be like $15,000 out of pocket. For
Why'd you tell me it's yummy? It's yucky.
Well,
Come on.
the grapes in general are yummy. So they were saying if we have to pay out of pocket, insurance doesn't cover it, it's gonna be like $15,000 mainly because of the anesthesiologist that has to put her under to get it done.
And I tried, man. I was like, man, forget this. Let's do it. So I said, Lily, lay it on the ground.
Lay still, 2 seconds.
I'm like, Lily,
What?
lay still. She's
okay,
like,
okay. Am I
I'm
done?
like, still. I'm like, okay.
Like, it's like 30 seconds max. Like, or like no way she's gonna sit still, like under her own willpower for 30 minutes to an hour.
We'll let you.
Do I have to sit still?
To check your brain.
Yeah, look at your brain.
You know. So we'll keep you guys posted on when that's happening. If money doesn't square away, I'm just gonna go ahead and find another neurologist. But thank you guys, literally thank you guys for the prayers. So many people rallied together
Like
to pray.
100,500,000.
Yeah,
Sure.
pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
500 million?
500 million. It's a lot of people, huh?
God, you're praying for me.
They're
Yeah.
praying for you.
Thank you. But what are your names?
What else you want to ask them?
How old are you and where are you from?
You want to know?
Yeah.
All right, let her know below, guys. Give him a big hug.
Thank you.
Are you say goodnight?
Well, no.
We don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno. He said that on my head. Disappear and look on my head. You guys.
Your fate is sealed when your prophecy is read.
Anyways, good night.